Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Last we left off, we were talking with Warden.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Drakon.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more about Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
How many Wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Anders soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
What was that pronunciation? Recognized? Okay, then never mind. Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them, and it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
That was an interesting little cinematic. I guess that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Very nice. And that is useful to know. Hey, there's a door here. And there's a chest in there! Great! Fire arrow, sure. And I do need to empty out my inventory. Alrighty, well, we've got some tasks ahead of us on our plate. You're kind of odd there, sir. But anyway, let's go. We've got some things to do around Denerim. Naturally, I'm going to be taking Alistair.
Yes.
I'm going to take my team. My extremely effective team. I love them so much. They do such good. And the thing is that there is no right combination to any of the companions. You pick out whomever you like. You do want to balance your group out as much as you can. And, you know, take into account things like if you don't have an active healer in your party, you're going to want to, you're going to want to make sure that you're taking care of that yourself. And it's time to level up more again. Why not? Yeah, I gave her Arcane Warrior, Master Shapeshifter, Combat Magic. Master Shapeshifter for now. We have a world to play around in now. We've got a lot of things that we need to take care of before the Landsmeet, that is. First of which, this young man right here.
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock. I handle other affairs.
What affair are those? What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You aren't from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Boy, a lot of Antivans seem to personify their homeland as female. What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
With the Blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
I see. Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
Wait, you knew that I was a warden?
Don't stare at Nicho.
What?
I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
Oh, yeah. She's one of my favorite people ever. The Nolata Anthology of Dwarven Poetry.
Don't stare at Nicho. I can have my father send you south. Be careful with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
Wow. You're just so very pleasant. And oh, hey, that's a recolor of that really pretty dress. Now, here's a voice that may sound familiar to you if you pay close attention.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot. And Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
The Jarl and I have a rich history. Tell me about his men.
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest.
Oh, gosh.
So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular, establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
And as a side note...
Go to the Pearl.
What the-
Remember, don't kill the troublemakers, just knock them unconscious.
So, did any of you manage to place exactly who that was? I'll give you a hint. He's in our party. Well, not in our party, but in our companion list. And he's usually pretty grumpy.
What is it? I have work to do.
I'm taller than you are. I have a note here from your master.
What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Yay, another quest taken kind of care of. Blarg. What else is there to do around here? Outside of that, running around. Oh, yes, there's also the Chanter's Board here in Ferelden. Or, not in Ferelden, in Denerim. Jowen's intention. Interesting. Logain's push. Why, of course. Fazil's request. And back alley justice. Okay.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal, but know that the sun always rises.
I forgot to actually check here first. Oh well. Sister Justine.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
There are still relics to be found after all these years?
My thought exactly, but I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I
There's
worry
an odd
about the
pause.
authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
She makes an interesting point. Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
Interesting. I wonder if that's meant to be foreshadowing. How many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real? Never mind that I've been there and actually taken a pinch.
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn. But it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Could you tell me about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the Chantry.
I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Actually,
Nice to see you again.
I found these scrolls in a Tevinter ruin.
Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event.
Be careful with them. They seem ancient.
Let me see. The scrolls are old, no question, and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Tevinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it.
Here you go.
I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again?
And we just, like, stand around waiting for her to figure that out, apparently.
I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early Chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more.
Maferath, as in Andraste's husband.
I know. It's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime.
How long will it take to decipher?
It could take months. The ciphers were designed to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt. Who knows what secrets we can uncover, what truths we can find. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Aw, she's so enthusiastic. 7 sovereigns. Wow, that's actually quite a bit. Yeah. Oh, and there's also the Mage's Collective bag here. Blood of Warning. And Have You Seen Me? That one is a quest that will pop up later. So, now we have to go around and Door of a Blood Mage's relative. The Templars are trying to root them out. That seriously doesn't give away what we're trying to do. Supposedly what we're trying to do is warn these people that the Templars are looking for them. I'm gonna do this right in front of a freaking Knight Commander, and... yeah. He doesn't react. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. And I was about to, just go
Welcome
on.
back. Is there something... In times like this, surely your group could use some
I don't care what he has to say. I really don't. I just want to empty out my inventory. Ooh. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Not as keen on that. Or that. Or that. I'm gonna have enough money to last me for, like, forever. A lot of arrows. Extra word there. Okay. Cultist armor. You know what? Knight's helmet. Kaelin's helm. Don't want to get rid of that. Gloves of Guile. Canary Siege gauntlets. Ancient Elven gloves. Blah blah. I really don't need the... sell those. Cultist's armor plate, you know, just get rid of it. I don't want it. I just don't want it. I don't need it. Don't want it. Redcliffe Elite Shield. Do not need. House Shield I'm holding on because I want to spit on it at night. Yes. That is how I feel about it. Spit on it. Ring of Faith. Life Drinker. Alright, so I have obviously cleared up quite a bit of an inventory space now. This is It is important that you see me do that, by the way, folks. Absolutely. So, let's see if we can help that
Message
sergeant.
for you, milady.
Oh? What?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
What was that? Trial of the Crows? We'll have to meet up with him in a bit. Let's see. Ah, yes. Well, let's go to the Pearl first. The Pearl is a very interesting location. Area unlocked. The Pearl. Hooded Courier. And there's a book. I want book. Give me book. Ah, yes. Hooded Courier.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Certainly. Where are you going? Why were you hanging out at the Pearl anyway?
That Kylon sent you, right? Glad he hasn't forgotten about us. The mercenaries are right there.
I will give you a
if
chance.
you're
God damn it.